Hey everybody, this is Chris, and in this video I want to talk about some of the most confusing pronunciations in English, the words that you might pronounce wrong that sound very similar. So let's get straight into it. First of all is lose versus loose. First one is lose, and the second one is loose. So what's the difference? Lose means that you have lost something. For example, you've got nothing to lose. Lose. You've got nothing to lose. And loose means something is not tight. It can move around. For example, there is something loose inside. So this one has s at the end, and the other one has z at the end. This is loose. Okay, number two is cold versus code. So two very similar sounding words. The first one, cold. This means cool. The temperature is not hot. For example, it's very cold today. Watch this because it has the l sound closer to the end, the dark L sound, l sound. Cold. It's very cold today. Can you say that? It's very cold today. And the next one is code. It's got k-o-d, code. For example, a PIN code, a code for a door, as in this sentence. What's the code for the door? What's the code for the door? Okay, just before we move on, just remember that if you want to sign up for my mini course, my mini pronunciation course, which is absolutely free and the videos are not available on YouTube, just click the link in the description below this video to sign up with your email address and you can take that course right now. Okay, now let's move on. The number three is advice and advise. So the first one, advice. This ends in s. And this is talking about a suggestion that you give to somebody. Can you give me some advice? Advice. This sounds very much like advise. Advise is a verb, which means to give somebody advice. Advise. You advise somebody to do something. I advised him on his job search. Next one is leave versus leaf. The first one has the v sound, and the second one has the f sound. So leave, we could say, it's time to leave. It's time to leave now. Second one, leaf, has f. This is something that you get on the trees. A leaf fell off the tree. So this is leaf. Okay, what have we got next? Of and off. So this is a little bit confusing because the first one can be pronounced of, or sometimes it can be of. If this word is not stressed, it's often of. For example, it's the first day of the month today. Of the first day of the first day of the month today. So often, a lot of the time, this would be pronounced of. But the second word is off. Okay, so the last sound in this word is f, off. Off. For example, turn something off. Turn off the TV. How do I turn this off? Okay, next we've got affect and effect. So the first one is pronounced affect, with the stress on the fact. Affect. Affect. The second one is effect. So it's got an I at the beginning. Let's look at a couple of example sentences. Affect. This means affect something, have an impact on something. For example, isolation can affect your mental health. Isolation can affect your mental health. This means it changes something. And effect is a noun. This means the impact that something has, the result that something has. For example, exercise can have a positive effect. This is effect. Okay, can you hear the difference? The next one is further and farther. So the vowel sound is different. Versus in received pronunciation. So further is talking about a higher level of something. Okay, doing something further. Have there been any further changes? Further. And farther is talking about the distance. How far from A to B? How far have you walked, for example? I can't walk any farther. So this is father. It's pronounced the same as father, like my father, my dad. Okay, this is the same pronunciation. Father. Okay, next we have our versus our. But this is again really confusing because the second word can be pronounced our or it can be pronounced our. So sometimes these words have the same pronunciation. Let's look at them in detail. So this can be pronounced or if it's not stressed. For example, in this sentence, where are you going? Where are you going? Where? Here it's pronounced where are you? Where are you going? Where are you going? We wouldn't normally say where are you going, but it wouldn't be wrong to say that. The next one is our or our. So this sentence, this is our dog. Our dog. You could also say our dog. This is our dog. These two are very confusing because they can have multiple pronunciations depending on the person and the sentence itself. The next one is woman versus women. Okay, the first one is woman. Second one is women. Women. Okay, so let's have a look. The first one, woman. She's an intelligent woman. Woman. So this is talking about one female, right? One woman. If we're talking about many women, we use women, right? Women are equal to men, or women are equal to men. So here we have an I at the beginning and the end. Women. Women. Next is Miss, Mrs, and Ms or Ms. So all different ways to refer to a woman in different situations. Let's have a look. Miss is what we normally use to refer to an unmarried woman, a woman who is not yet married. Miss. An unmarried woman can be called Miss. Then we have Mrs. 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 Okay, and the next one is Ms or Ms. This has two pronunciations depending on the person and the situation. Both are correct. So Ms can refer to a married or an unmarried woman. We don't know whether she is married or unmarried. Okay, so this is Ms or Ms. Ms. All right, the next one a lot of learners will struggle with, and this is the difference between walk and work. So the first one has the or sound, and the second one has the sound. Very long single vowel sounds. So for example, have a look at this sentence. Can you walk to work? Can you walk to work? Or walk to work. Try saying this sentence. If you can get this right, you will have understood the differences. Okay, just a couple more. Wonder and wander. So the first one has a in it, and the second one has o in it. Wonder and wander. Let's have a look at an example sentence. I wondered where to go for a wander tomorrow. So the first one, wonder, this means you're thinking about something, you're considering something. Wander means to walk around slowly like you have a lot of time. Go for a wander means go for a walk, a long walk, for example. I wondered where to go for a wander tomorrow. A lot of the numbers can be very confusing. For example, 13. 13. Normally we would stress the teen. 13 and 30. We stress the first part. 30. 30. So, for example, it costs £13 and 30 pence. It costs £13 and 30 pence. So 13 has an n on the end. It's got the n. 30 is just e at the end. 30 pence. The next one has the difference between I and e. So this is shit and sheet. So most of the time, you're probably trying to say sheet with the long e sound, but don't say shit because this could be rude. For example, the dog took a shit on the sheet. The first one has I, the second one has e. Sheet. So don't get these confused, otherwise you could be saying something completely different. Next is this and these. This and these. So a lot of people would get these confused. They would, instead of saying this is, they would say theses. This is wrong. It should be this is, this short vowel sound. This is my friend. This is my friend. This is talking about one thing, one person. These is talking about more than one thing or more than one person. Whose keys are these? These with the e sound in it. Let's look at the next one. Where, were, and we're. Where, were, and we're. So where is a question word, like where are you going? Where. Were is talking about the past, something you were doing in the past. What were you saying? What were you saying? We're is short for we are. We're. It's got a diphthong sound. E-a. We're. We're. We are very happy today. So very similar words there. But don't get the pronunciation of them confused. Otherwise, it could be difficult for the other person to understand you. And the last one, this is the most difficult one of all. I've left it until last. But this is because the O-U-G-H sound in English can have many different pronunciations depending on the word. So in the first word, it's tough. Tough. Then we have though. Oh, though. The third word is through with ooh. Ooh, this long vowel sound. Then we have thorough. Thorough. And in the last one, it's thought. Thought with this or sound. Let's look at some example sentences to make it easier. This one is very tricky. Tough means difficult or hard. Life can be tough. Next one is though. So this is like although. Though it was hard, I managed it in the end. This is though. Though it was hard, I managed it in the end. Through. This means to pass through something. Like go through the hall. Go through the hall. Through with ooh in it. Then we have thought. This is the past tense of think, right? You think something, but it's in the past. So this is thought. Thought. I thought you were joking. I thought you were joking. Okay.